I want to thank you, Dr. Ryan, for the information you've shared with us this afternoon.
Thank you, Senator.
I agree we have to help the Colombians in their struggle to curtail the drug cartel's activities. However, I'm confused. How do you see additional funds alone advancing this program from the utter failure that it is? You see what I'm getting at?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said this effort would be totally benign on our part.
Well, the finding clearly states that our assistance is limited to supply and advice only, Senator.
I know I've read that. I've also read a similar finding written 35 years ago this week regarding a little thought of sliver of jungle in Southeast Asia.
I'm sorry, you're comparing our request for supplemental anti-drug funds to Vietnam?
I'm comparing it to every instance a legislative body such as this is asked to render judgment based on less than all the facts.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know what to say to that.
You could begin by assuring us we have been given all the facts.
I thought I had.
You could further assure us, then, that this increase in funds, this escalation, to use your word, will not be used for any covert military action.
I don't know how you're getting to this.
Long experience, sir. No troops, then. I enunciate that clearly because I don't want there to be any mistake.
No troops.
You could say I have your word on that.
You could indeed, because you do.
So your concern is that the Russians are secretly selling weapons to Venezuela?
It would fit a pattern.
Dr. Ryan, I've heard of needles in haystacks, but this is something else.
You can see why I made Langley loan to us.
Have any intel out of Russia that would bolster your theory?
Yeah, we're told that CTC has someone in Moscow following up, but we really need to start working on the Venezuelan side of this.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I know you grew up down there, but I don't see how I can sell this to the committee.
Mr. Chairman, Russia could be supplying Reyes with anything from ICBMs to chemical weapons.
They could be, but this isn't evidence of anything. This is a hunch.
Well, his last hunch turned out pretty well.
And your country owes you a debt of gratitude, Dr. Ryan, but even you can agree that a confirmation bias is a dangerous thing. You two have been looking for this connection for months, and now you see a couple of photographs and call it proof. It isn't.
Proof, no, but we do have motive. Reyes needs Russian weapons to fight back U.S. sanctions. Now we have means. A ship with a history of moving Russian arms is sitting in a Venezuelan port. An opportunity? A secret military operation in the jungle. That's enough to bring to any world court.
At the very least, we should be showing this to the rest of the committee.
U.S. relations with Venezuela is already on the brink. This ends up in the news, it's just going to cause panic and increase calls for military intervention.
Sir, with all due respect, we are way past the brink. And in nuclear Venezuela, you will not hear about in the news because we'll already be dead. We need to find out what's in those containers, and right now, we have Special Activities Division willing to give us a team to go into the jungle and get eyes on.
Oh, hang on, son. We are not sending a Black Ops team into a hostile country on a fishing expedition. Something goes sideways down there, we're staring down the barrel at the next Bay of Pigs.
More like the Cuban Missile Crisis.
In either case, Mitch, we cannot sit on this information.
Then why not try diplomacy first? You two go to Caracas. Meet with President Reyes in person. Ask him what's in the shipment and report back.
Sir, you know we cannot trust Reyes' word on this.
There's a lot of things we can't do, Dr. Ryan. This one ensures we don't start a war.
Well, well, well. How the turntables